Hi guys!
Hi guys!
We are here at the end of the season in our garden. Why are you wearing your mask right now?
It's COVID. Okay. Hi guys! No, not at the same time. Hi guys!
Hi!
In this last episode of this season, we're gonna show you how two guys like us from the city that never grew in a farm, that never grew anything in their life with no knowledge, how in a small backyard in a city we were able to grow a lot of food, healthy, organic, full of nutriments.
So it's super fitting that the last episode of our season is also taking place now in November because our other season, our growing season, is also over. We've officially switched over to all of our winter crops, as you'll see behind us. The tomato tunnel is gone. Our tomato plants are gone. All of our annual vegetables that we were growing throughout the summer have been completely removed, except for a few little straggling leeks there that are kind of like picking up the slack. But other than that, we've switched over to our winter crops. We will probably cover that in next season's series.
But just for a trailer, can I say trailer?
Yeah.
Just for
Or a preview.
For a small preview, this winter we have things growing such as turnip, parsnip, spinach. We have some kale, we have some broccoli, we have fava beans, and many other things. So it's pretty exciting. Hi guys. So today it's very exciting. We harvest the potatoes, actually half of them, and I have no idea how to do that. So I'm gonna be very careful. Here we grow potato inside of the mulch and not underground, so it's easier to harvest. And I'm gonna use this tool for that, and I'm just gonna be careful not to go through a potato with it. Because it's the first time, I'm like very careful, but I know like if I do that 2-3 times after that, I'm like, yeah, let's go. So I just decided to change my technique. I just hold it and I ripped it off. Nice potatoes. Look at this. I never saw potatoes before, so tiny potatoes growing everywhere. It's cool. Oh my god, look at this! Look at this! Potatoes! Red potatoes! This is our first time harvest of potatoes. It's very exciting. We learned a lot about them, and I can't wait for next year to improve with what I learned.
So now that the potatoes have been harvested, let's go get some green beans, shall we? Okay. I love green beans, but harvesting them is a little bit manually intensive because they're kind of small little guys. Oh yeah, we got a nice big thicket of them over here. Thank you, green beans.
$4.48. After harvesting the vegetables, we make sure to weigh it in order to keep track of how much we harvested. We're reaching a maximum. So we have 3 kilo, 300 gram for the black potatoes only so far.
So, as you just saw, throughout this growing season, we have meticulously weighed every single thing that we have harvested, and we put it all together in this wonderful spreadsheet so we can track everything we've done. And that's important for two reasons. Number one, gives us an idea of what we managed to harvest this season. And number two, it gives us a benchmark for next season so we can see if we can get even more vegetables and fruits and more value out of this really small backyard garden. And huge props go to Permaculture Design. Check them out at permaculturedesign.fr. They gave us the model for this entire garden that has produced so much abundance through the summer. And we know that with everything we've learned, next summer, we're going to kick the butt of all of these numbers. So now that we've got our final harvests in, we are able to figure out how much we've harvested. And the grand total is, drum roll please, 303.83 pounds. No, you have to stop the drum roll when I announce. Drum roll, please. And drum roll. 303 pounds. So we've harvested 303 pounds of vegetables, and we're actually able to see exactly what we harvested. So for example, we've harvested a total of 22 pounds worth of eggplants. We've harvested over 100 pounds of tomatoes. And in addition to that, we are also calculating the value of everything we've grown. That's a really hard thing to do because at the end of the day, the stuff we're growing in our garden is much more nutrient rich than what we can buy in our local supermarket. But it does give us an idea of what kind of like the cost benefits are here of what we would have probably bought from the supermarket if we didn't grow it here. So we've tallied all that up. We know exactly what the value is of everything that we have grown. And we now have a final summer 2021 season monetary value. Drum roll, please. And a drum roll. And the final value for this garden alone is $1,142. It's not really about the money. That's not why we're doing this. But it is nice to know that we didn't have to buy that stuff from a supermarket and we were able to grow it right here in our own backyard.
What we grow here is much more nutrient rich than what we found there. But also on top of that, we just promote the life, the biodiversity. We saw this year compared to last year, much more birds, much more pollinators, bees, and butterflies, etc. Much more insects and bugs everywhere, and that was amazing. We learned so much, and we have been so creative, and this feeling of at the end of the day that we did it and we learned all those things is amazing. It helped us to develop a lot of patience, also to see things growing, to just sync our pace with the pace of the nature. That was really interesting also. And finally, we drastically reduce our carbon footprint because of this garden that kept storing the carbon in the ground. So that's amazing, total benefit.
And we saved money. So we'll see you next season.
See you next season.
We mean both season of television, but also season of growing. I hope you understand that that's a homonym.
Yeah.
They're the same thing.
And seasoning when we use like spices. We're talking about food, right?
See you next season.
Calm down.
We'll see you next time. Because that's a season. Time is a season. Time is also time. Guys, I'm playing 3D chess. You're all playing 2D chess. I'm playing 3D chess.